Thank you and welcome to the first edition of the HbbTV webinar series. After the summer break, we've got a great new season coming up for you with exciting topics, exciting speakers, and of course, everybody now keen on the big event happening in 1 month, the HbbTV Symposium and Awards in Istanbul. And this is why we're getting ready and gearing up for the topic of what's going on in the MENA markets. And this is a webinar that will get you into the right position to know what's currently taking place in these important markets. HbbTV in MENA unlocking new opportunities for addressable advertising monetization. This is the topic of today's webinar and also one of the key topics of the symposium in Istanbul on the 12th and 13th of November. And please check out the HbbTV website and secure your ticket because tickets are selling quickly. I'd like to welcome today's speakers, 4 experts in their field and in their markets. First of all, we have Cem Eroğlu, Vice President Turkey and Middle East, Africa and Central Asia from Adform. We've got Tuna Gürel, Chief Revenue Officer at TVekstra. TVekstra is the co-host of this year's HbbTV Symposium in Istanbul. Atinç Ögüt, Deputy General Manager and Consumer Electronics Product Management at Vestel, major player in the manufacturer industry. And Ralph Edine, Head of Engineering and Technical Solutions at Eutelsat. And of course, we're all familiar with Eutelsat. Thanks, everybody. And let's get started. But before we have the first presentation, a quick reminder, as always, please submit your questions. This is a live webinar and you as the audience are part of it. In the last 15 minutes, we have the opportunity to address directly our speakers with whatever's on your mind regarding their presentations and other topics of today's webinar. So please send us your questions during the presentations and we'll collect them and then go through them at the end of this webinar. And also, as usual, the disclaimer: the presentations represent the views of the presenters and the companies they represent, not necessarily the views of the HbbTV association. That's the right word. So thank you very much, everybody, and let's get started. First presentation is from Cem from Adform, and we go live to Dubai. Hi, Cem, and we look forward to your
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the introduction. I will be sharing my screen.
It'll be coming up in a second, I'm sure, and then we're very keen on hearing from you. There it is. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you. Greetings from sunny Dubai. Today, my presentation will be on behalf of Open Web, where the connectivity of the TVs are a big strength point on omnichannel business, where the fight is already between walled gardens and the open web. Therefore, today I will try my best to support and give vision to broadcasters rather than only focusing on buy-side agencies and advertisers. But we'll try to help how big strength a broadcaster may have, both through a couple of slides as well as a use case. So I will be transparent on the fight. The TVs, once they are connected and became a digital screen, where an advertiser and agency ability to buy inventory, either biddable or through direct iOS, on digital environment, started to grow manually until being connected to bigger part of digital industry. So who these broadcasters, who these inventory owners as local publishers, independent publishers that are part of Open Web competing against? Today we see a growing channel on TVs that helps Google's environment to approach more to connected TV business. But this is rather than HbbTV protocol, or rather than the standard connected TV integration, is basically on the consumer behavior, which is also growing a lot. That is YouTube. So considering and comparing the screen type, we are in the same level on the same screen. That's a competitive advantage. We have a better advantage on content. It's not us, user-generated content, but licensed and a premium content towards the consumer. By default, a brand safety inventory that the connected TV, HbbTV industry presents, therefore another strength point towards the advertisers to think and do much more planning. Targeting options used to be weak on the TV side until last couple of years, especially maybe last 5 years. We have developed a lot of integration in Turkey within our local partner TVekstra and made TV targetable, measurable, trackable, and auditable in terms of inventory. Therefore, we used to be a limited audience provider, but now we even merge the linear TV, which I will be presenting. Both in targeting, both in measurement, reach, buying model, or ad completion rate. I can underline that TVs are, through the power of tech, and also visionary market leaders, game changers, have big strength points as of an independent publisher on behalf of Open Web. So Adform is a tech vendor enabling HbbTV connected TV inventories targetable not only by limited on households, but also ability to identify the consumers in the households, as well as ability to integrate part of the consumer journey. That means Adform's ID fusion technology, as we are leading the industry on unifying the IDs through different vendors, TV device ID is also part of this, where we provide the TV's ability to be targeted, reported, measured, and also manage the audience. We call this in Turkish market especially fusion planning, which means activate from variety of availability IDs smoothly through different screens. Therefore, agencies, advertisers have frequency capping and avoid media wastage to show the ads on same individuals or households every time that is over than the planned frequency. And also we are helping advertisers to find their first-party audiences on open web, and TVs is also part of it. Plus, majority of inventory is going to a cookieless world. Therefore, ID management business as well as the TV, digital TV industry will be much as it works on directly IDs. Not only that, but we also connected the linear TV business into connected TV, because we know that there is a big overlap. Given an example of Turkish market, the total number of households are 25 million. And the connected TV penetration is near half. Therefore, there is a big overlap. So, through one quick idea, why don't an advertiser running a linear TV campaign in offline also benefits from the connected TV overlap? So once this idea popped up, it became a commercial and a product development where our local partner had ability to track users who have seen the ad on linear TV through the overlap, which is half, sometimes depending on more than half, depending on the targeting by the linear TV side. Then again, excluding these users, targeting only the households that haven't viewed the ad, and then connecting it to an omnichannel strategy, unifying the ID, started to bring much more attention to the advertisers that we have seen. Rather than spending on global video platforms, social channels, on behalf of millions of audience are there, they started to plan the same number of audiences in the same level of unifying the IDs on TV, web, and mobile. How does it work? Is TVekstra, our local partner and also market leader on the connected TV business in Turkey, is aligning with the TV stations. Once the linear TV ad is seen, then the overlap is stored in DMP, depending on viewers, and then through the agency DSP to DMP, activating it on behalf of advertisers. That is also triggering much more as the linear TV to connected TV by higher budgets or much more attention because it is measurable, deterministic, where this is also an ability to export the IDs to the client CRM. That means in the same strategy of a global video publisher reporting it to the agencies, advertisers, we can now also report the same level that what the viewer did purchase on the advertiser side, all depending on the integration level. And this is also by innovation, by creative ideas, providing incremental reach, cross-screen retargeting, as I mentioned, the exclusion strategies, attributions of the consumers that are from household to maybe last click that may end up with search or social. But on this kind level of reports, that doesn't mean by the end click that is happening in search and social, the Oscars goes to social, neither search. Because we have proof of the consumer journey, starting from which point, which inventory, and where started the triggering. So that is track, learn, know every single impression that is being shown and prove to the advertiser that this inventory and the big screens brings the majority of the performance and awareness towards the client's KPIs. We have a lot of cases, near hundreds of cases, but the recent and every recent are much more stronger than before, is the case that we have done with Hamas, with Reckitt, where we did measured and reported 7% of better reach by frequency cap. Minimum 11% of reduction of media wastage. That means a big saving for an advertiser that is running an omni-channel campaign by default. And improved targeting driven by the reduction of the media wastage, near 40% was audience targeting. And now sky is the limit, because the briefs that we started to receive from the agencies are amazing. How to connect TV to CRM, how to connect TV to sales ERPs, lookalikes. Therefore, the existing competition between open web and walled garden is now way more better than before, because we are not the left inventory which is after frequency. Now we are the main inventory, that we are the first frequency, starting from the households. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much for these insights. The open HbbTV world against the walled gardens and the benefits for the market players using it, especially in these times where everybody seems to be targeting or directed towards YouTube. There is something better out there, I think, and we've seen real world deployments in your presentation, and we've also seen TVekstra popping up quite frequently. And so it's my pleasure now to welcome Tuna from TVekstra in Istanbul to share his examples of HbbTV in the connected TV world. You just need to switch on your microphone, Tuna, and upload your presentation, share your screen.
I am going to do that, and
then we are all ready.
Yes. Hello, everyone. By the way, I'm just recovering from a sickness, so from time to time I can cough, and just sorry for that. Before that, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for my coughings already. And let me share my screen with you, and I think now we all can see the screen. Hello. Hello again. Thank you for your beautiful speech, by the way, Cem. Since we are partnered with Adform, with Cem for a long time as Adform and TVekstra, we have done a serious amount of successful projects together. And now today, as Tuna Gürel, my name is Tuna, and I'm speaking on behalf of TVekstra, and I would like to talk to you about the next gen monetization in this area, in this vertical, especially in HbbTV, and also including connected TV as well. Yeah, to start with, I would like to jump into the subject because I don't want to take your time too much. So the first thing maybe we would like to highlight is the obvious rise of smart TV, obvious rise of connected TV in the territory. Because right now, as per Turkey, we know that around 72%, almost 70% of the TV ecosystem is dedicated to smart TV. So it gives us around 18 million of devices just for Turkey. And it shows us that there is a serious shift from traditional TV approach to data-driven, connected smart TV area. So there is a shift to the smart TV, that's obvious. But on the other hand, since we focus as TVekstra, since we focus on live TV vertical of the whole streaming business, or the broadcasting industry, it's important for us that people will still watch view their series, TV shows in front of their TV screens, and we look at it and we know that yes, they still have a serious amount of viewing time on their linear TV channels in front of their TV screens. We know that Turkish population spends more than half an hour per day watching their TVs, when we compare it to an average European profiles. So in Turkey, we still watch our television shows, we still watch our series as the world actually, but we still have more time spending on our in front of our screens. And again, since we focus on linear live TV vertical of this business, it's important for us if linear TV, I mean satellite-driven market, is still dominant on IPTV, OTT TV business side of the business, and it's like that. I mean, Turkey still remains as satellite and linear TV heavy, but also the other part of this business, I mean, IPTV streaming platforms, OTT TVs, they are on the rise as well, but still building like 15% of the industry so far. So our population is in front of their TVs, they are watching their TV shows, and they mostly use their satellite platforms. On the broadcaster side, we are partnered with 7 TV channels, 7 TV networks, and they are the biggest, and actually all of the national TV channels in this territory. And through these 7 networks, we reach almost 40 million unique reaches. It makes around 11.5 million of devices per household, 11.5 million households that we reach. It takes around half of the total population. So as Cem mentioned in his slides, we reach around the half of the total population thanks to these our integrations with these TV channels in the territory, and also in the region, because there is a serious amount of watchers, viewers, not in Turkey, in the MENA region and in the EMEA region as well. Again, on the broadcaster's perspective, is it important? I mean, is HbbTV is an important subject for them? Yes, it seems like they have an interest in this area as well, because it provides approximately 5 to 10% of their an increasement in their online revenues, in their digital revenues, and also we have a serious traffic here. I mean, the TV channels I just mentioned at the previous slide are the biggest ones. They have their popular shows, they have their popular series, and millions of audience are in front of their TV channels and watching them. So there is a serious amount of traffic to monetize. Because as you know, these broadcasters, these networks, these TV channels, they don't just have their TV channels. They also have their websites. They also have their YouTube accounts. They have their applications to monetize. But especially in the high seasons, those assets of these TV channels are almost maximized, are almost 100% as a fill rate. So they need new ad placements. They need new ad opportunities to monetize. So this is where we step up. This is Addressable TV, HbbTV solutions step up for broadcasters. That's why they are into it. That's why it looks like they are interested in this area as well. So from the other perspective, from the brand's perspective, is it still on the table? Is it still a significant subject? It seems so. You know all the details of what we can offer, so I'm not going to elaborate these subjects one by one, and I don't want to waste your time anymore. But yes, we were targeting, if you compare to a traditional linear TV approach, in HbbTV, we have our muscles in targeting, we have our muscles in measurements, in reporting, we have our muscles in several kind of interactive advertisement formats. Lately, we focus on hybrid TV planning as well. It's one of the important subjects recently, both for us and for the market, because you know this business, this HbbTV business, still existing just in the middle of offline TV approach and online digital advertisements approach. So it's in the middle, and sometimes it seems like confusing for the media agencies, for the brands. And sometimes they try to make a comparison to their traditional linear TV media planning approach. So at that point, we understand that we have to make a bridge between TV media planning, linear offline TV media planning, between digital media planning. That's why we are now proposing our hybrid TV planning approach to the market, because it gives them a GRP-like reach, a GRP-like planning idea, and it is also based on CPP pricing, cost per point, as all the offline TV media people use. But at the end of the day, our proposal, our offer, our plan isn't based on CPP. It's a converted CPM. But in the eyes of the brands, in the eyes of the media agencies, it seems like, and also it is a CPP-based proposal, a CPP-based offer. So this hybrid TV planning welcomes the TV-based, offline-based media agency people, advertisers, if they have their offline approaches in their minds. And that's where we try to unlock offline TV budgets. Because at the previous presentation, thanks Cem again, these walled gardens, these social media platforms, they have the majority of the media plans, of the media budgets, as you know. And unfortunately, sometimes I mean digital advertising partners of the advertisers, we need to fight each other. We don't like to do it, we don't do it, but sometimes online companies, online advertisement partners need to have budgets from another digital partner. But we don't like to do that, and that's why we try to unlock TV budgets, offline TV budgets. And hybrid TV planning opens that door for us. That's why it's important. It becomes a new way to retrieve budget from offline TV and also walled gardens, because this is a new area. This is a new area to step in for the advertisers, for the brands, and they want to try it. They want to see if it works, and for the ones they try, they like it, and they want to make it an always-on opportunity, always-on planning. So we, little by little, we know that those conventional TV plannings, which dedicates to major part of the walled garden, is being changed, and that's actually we are proud of. I mean, we don't want to fight to each other in online advertising. And how we do that? I mean, which instruments, which advertisement formats we use to attract the interest of the advertisers or the agencies. We tried some new methods to make new monetizations. Lately, we focus on APIs. I mean, it's not a new idea, it's not a new approach. We know that it was on the market, but we try to find some creative ways as a solution to the briefs, to the demands from advertisers, from agencies. And it's a rich environment, because there are lots of API opportunities, such as you can use a weather data, you can use financial data, you can use if there's a traffic jam in the area, you can use the location data. You can retrieve the data from social media if there is a subject hashtag, if there's a subject topic for brands to discuss. We can get all those data from those data providers, those API providers. And as an example, I would like to show you this one. I'm going to unmute it. And at this example, we used an API to retrieve the sport results, match results from a live game. And as you know, these games in general are aired on subscription-based platforms, and a big part of the population doesn't have that subscription, but they are still interested in the results of that sports match. So we give the live match resizement. We know that in average, a user spent 11 minutes by pinning. The pinning time, average pinning time is around 17.5 minutes. So it's a huge time for a user to spend time with an advertisement, you know. So we use API-based formats, but not just that. We also focus on content recognition. Since we have our integrations with all those TV channels I mentioned before, we can track the image and audio momentarily. So we understand what is going on in the series, in the shows at that moment. It's like a time-coded approach as general, but to have a to be able to make a time-coded operation, you need to know about the exact time of the show, but it doesn't happen always, because it's very hard thing to catch up with the network, which minute will be a scene. It's a complex business to have a time code in the exact time. But thanks to our AI-based auto content recognition feature, we don't need a human power to get the time code, a human power to watch that show and press the button at a significant moment. We don't need to do that. We can understand what's going as an image, what's going on as the audio, and it's important for the brands, because they want to have a contextual targeting moment. At this example, again, we have a pretty good example here. We work with a company. They want to showcase their beach clothes, and they need to have a summer moment. And we made our integration, and we tracked the keywords for summer. And at this scene, this mother having a gift from her daughter and her groom for a summer vacation. She gets her ticket here, and she says, "Thanks for this summer." And then the system triggers the overlay, the creative, and it is a contextual targeting thanks to our auto content recognition, and it brings more KPI results, elevated CTRs especially, and it's important. It depends on the brief. Actually, it depends on the demand of the brand, but sometimes it matches, it fits. We don't use this auto content recognition for all the campaigns, maybe 10% or 5% of all the campaigns at max. But when the time comes, it generates a significant moment, it generates a project. And this one also, the other one, the previous one I just showed, won some prizes. They are award-winning projects we used. Not just auto content recognition again, especially recently, we have our eyes, we have our focus on data-driven projects, data-driven strategies, because you know the data is getting more and more important in the online ecosystem, in the online landscape. And first of all, as TVekstra and as Adform, I would like to emphasize the strength of Adform here, because Adform is our partner when it comes to the full tech stack. We have partnered with Adform, and it's our ad server, it's our DMP, it's our SSP, and we work together, and we use each other's strengths for creating important projects, important moments. And thanks to this partnership of Adform, now we can understand, we can link the campaigns happening on TV and happening on digital. Before, actually, connecting these two worlds were almost impossible, because they are two different platforms, because they have their own native tech stacks. which cannot be interconnected with each other easily. But right now we are just in the middle. We are just as a bridge between those two. And whenever we start a campaign on TV, on smart TV as addressable TV, we can store the data of the viewers who have shown, who have seen that ad or not, and we can use that data as passing to the account of the advertiser for a retargeting opportunity or an exclusion opportunity. Thanks to that, we don't have to be just on the top of the funnel. I mean, we don't need to be just an branding partner for the brands. Right now, thanks to these data-driven strategies, we can move that campaign to consideration phase, the middle side of the funnel, or the lower funnel, the conversion phase. It's all doable right now because we store data and we pass the data to the account of the brand, and they can do their own retargeting strategies. They can have an exclusion strategy to make a more affordable campaign, make a more cost-saving campaign. So the thing that we started can goes on the programmatic world, or maybe a direct digital world. And secondly, and most importantly, it was the example that Cem has mentioned in his slide as well. The campaign should not have to be on the addressable side, on the HbbTV side. I mean, the brands may choose not to make a campaign on HbbTV at some point to start with, actually. Maybe, and generally, they start their campaigns on TV, on the offline TV. They start with their TV spots, TV videos. Then they start their second phase on digital platforms in general. And we can connect both of those as well, because we know the viewers in addressable TV universe, the half of the population, it's an important percentage. We know the half of the population have seen it or didn't see it. So we can move on with the strategy as this example, the same example of the Cem's presentation. It's Racket. We can connect it, and finally, I would like to show you that they have done their strategies in total media, and they have done their cost savings, as mentioned, Cem mentioned before. 11% of the total media plan has been saved. So it's an important part of their cost saving, and it's all about the performance. Actually, it's not just branding. We gave them the performance. We gave them the concentration and conversion support. So data-driven strategies are very, very important recently for us to attract the interest of brands, and it's actually the interest is getting bigger and bigger. And the other thing, and the last thing actually I would like to talk to you about here is BLS, brand list survey. It's also one of the most important topics on digital world, because brands, agencies would like to measure the effectiveness of the campaign after the campaign. So and they always do it on digital world. They have to make a BLS, especially on digital networks, online networks, also in the walled garden platforms. But they couldn't have done it on the smart TV at that platform. And right now we can do it because measuring the effectiveness is important, but also measuring the effectiveness within the same platform is appealing, is effective for the brands. Sorry, I'm muting it. Here, as you can see, it seems like, again, an ad creative, but it's not an ad creative. Obviously, it's a poll. It's a question to ask. We can gather information for brands, an ad recall or a brand recall or an ad advocacy. Different subcategories of BLS is okay for us. We can ask questions, but any questions they ask for us, we can do it. And also on the audience side, from the audience's perspective, it's attractive as well, because we know the click-through rates for an average campaign, and also we know the click-through rates for a BLS, and it's almost double, because the users, the viewers would like to answer, would like to have an interaction for such a question more than the advertisement itself, actually. So we have good results. We collect at least 1,000 answers as a post-campaign BLS, and it attracts the interaction and interest of the brand so far. And that's the next-gen methods I would like to talk to you about today, what we do and we are planning as perspective. And thank you for listening, I would like to say.
Perfect. Thank you very much for showing us these examples of HbbTV live in action. Let's move on to our next speaker. Atinç from Vestel is waiting for us, and he's going to give us details on the view from the manufacturer side on HbbTV related solutions and services. And while Atinç is loading his presentation and webcam, I would like to remind you we are ready for your questions in the last part of this webinar. We have received the first questions, so please keep sending them through a little question item you have in your toolbox. So thank you, Atinç. We look forward to your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you. So hello everyone. My name is Atinç Öğüt, and I'm representing the Smart TV product management team at Vestel. It's a pleasure to join this HbbTV webinar today, together with all of our other partners, to share all of our joint exploration and new opportunities in the smart TV market. So I'll try to show you 5 slides, and especially in 8 minutes, so that I can leave some time for Ralph also as well for the next round. So as you may know, Vestel has been one of the leading smart TV manufacturers in Europe so many years. Maybe some of you may not know Vestel as a brand in Europe, because we are operating as an OEM manufacturer in Europe, mainly with our licensed brands and OEM customers. And especially in terms of quantities, we are number 3 in the European TV market. To sustain that strong position in Europe, we have been following all new innovations, technologies driven especially by HbbTV organization association, and also the other organizations like DVB. But as of today, we are now actively looking beyond Europe as well. And also, just to mention before going beyond Europe, also in Turkey, we are number 1 in Turkey in terms of the market share. So that's why, having a strong position in TV and Europe, now we are looking beyond Europe and seeking some new smart TV markets, especially in the regions of Middle East and North Africa, which is the main topic of this today's as well. Today, I would like to mention about one of our new development, HbbTV developments, not only HbbTV, but a new smart TV development together with our partner Eutelsat. So together with Eutelsat, with our esteemed partner Eutelsat, we have been deeply involved in DVB-I and HbbTV development projects, and now we are exploring how these new technologies can enable both different regions in the MENA market, because in MENA markets there are different requirements in different regions. It's a huge region. So that's why as of today's common targets, which I would like to mention today, and also Ralph will mention right after me in more details about the SAT TV Connect project. So especially during our collaboration with Eutelsat, we defined 2 key triggers that shaped in our joint direction. The first common target that use case we both aim to serve the connected TV scenario, the user scenarios. So, which is the main topic of these discussions as well. Especially Eutelsat has already developed an impressive service for the set-top box over direct home, currently available with some of the local operators, which broadcast more than 1,200 TV channels across the MENA region. So this service uses DCMCCs to distribute the metadata over DTH, including all the channel lists, EPG data, Arabic channel logos, with all LCNs fully supported. But of course, in reality, there are some regions without connectivity as well. Of course, as technology providers, we need to push our new innovations on HbbTV and connected TV area to the market. We need to push all these new innovations to the market, but of course we need to listen as well what the market pulls, what the market is requiring. Tuna mentioned a little bit about this as called hybrid TV planning. But as mentioned, initially our plan was to simply bring this model onto smart TVs. But we realized that when we analyzed the market data, we realized that internet connectivity ratios greatly by country, different countries in the MENA region. Especially in the UAE is very high, Saudi Arabia very moderate. In Egypt, it's quite low, around like 15%. So that insight, we need to reshape a kind of our strategy in the MENA markets. Tuna mentioned about the hybrid TV planning, but we already took this and shaped it into our product strategy in the MENA market. We saw an opportunity to implement both internet connected and also non-connected use case scenarios by using DVB-I and HbbTV technologies on the smart TVs. The technical approach was our smart TVs are now being designed to support DVB-I for service discovery and HbbTV for the metadata distribution. So by combining these, we try to bring a smart TV solution in the MENA market. In DVB-I helps to discover service providers for each countries, for example, across MENA, and HbbTV complements it by distributing the respective metadata for each profile. This combination doesn't just allow to apply to MENA, doesn't need to apply to MENA. We shape this product strategy through MENA, but it also works in the European markets, such as those covered by Adform, allowing service profiles per language. So when it comes to the monetization and our future directions, one of our key interests is to explore more targeted advertising opportunities by using this hybrid solution, both from the broadcast, the original broadcast, and also with the connectivity throughout the HbbTV services. HbbTV can technically enable overlay-based advertising, which has been shown in the previous presentations already. For example, these L-shaped banners, video overlays, those are already being supported under HbbTV 1.5. So that's why our target is to have a new target advertisement approach by using these HbbTV services and also the direct-to-home project known as SAT-TV, which will be SAT-TV Connect, which will be mentioned in more details in the Eutelsat's presentation. As a summary, we are focusing for the target advertising and monetization opportunities both on the connectivity side and also on the broadcasting side, as well. We'll continue to investigate new collaboration opportunities and innovations in this space. In fact, our next major step will be at the upcoming HbbTV Symposium in Istanbul, which you mentioned during the opening speech, where we will share all of our other latest findings and potential directions for smart TV integration in the MENA market and also the beyond, like the European markets. So thank you very much for your kind attention and teşekkürler in Turkish. So I tried to finish in 8 minutes. I hope I was successful. Thank you very much.
Perfect. You have mastered the challenge. Very down to the point presentation and very interesting. And of course, we're all excited about the symposium coming up in Istanbul on 12th and 13th of November, where we all see each other again. And hopefully most of you who are watching this webinar live in the audience now, where we will go deeper into the topics we've just discussed: monetization, targeted advertising, addressable TV, all enabled through HbbTV-based solutions. Now, the final part, I'd like to welcome Ralph from Eutelsat. We've already mentioned Eutelsat and the joint solutions you're doing in a few parts of the webinar, and now it's time to hear directly from Eutelsat. And Ralph is preparing now his presentation for you, and after this, we will have the Q&A session with your questions that we have already received. Keep sending them, and I hope we have enough time for them. So, Ralph, would you be able to share your webcam and screen? And then we are keen on hearing from Eutelsat and their HbbTV-based solutions. You're doing a lot with SAT-TV, for example, also fast channels via Eutelsat, all enabled by HbbTV. The stage is all yours, Ralph. Welcome.
Yes.
Seems we have some trouble with the connection. This is live, guys, so perfect example of this is not a recorded webinar, this is live. So I hope Ralph will get a stable connection in a moment again. At least on my side, the picture is frozen. Ralph, if you can hear us, maybe start sharing your presentation, or maybe log in again, and then we can see what's going on in Eutelsat's activities. In the meantime, let me see. I could share my screen. Angelo, he's in the background. Angelo is in the background doing the organizational bits. If you could turn me into presenter again, I might be able to quickly give you some organizational details while Ralph is sorting out his webcam and presentation. The next webinar is already scheduled on a Thursday, the 29th of October, so in about 2 weeks from today in the afternoon. If you're in the European time zone, from 3 till 4 CET, we're looking at Inside HbbTV DRM, Standards, Market Insights, and Real-World Deployment. So this is about secure and protected delivery of content through HbbTV using DRM-based solutions, and you'll get an invitation to that webinar shortly. And we've been mentioning already a few times the symposium coming up 12th and 13th of November in Istanbul, co-hosted by the HbbTV Association and TVekstra. If you check out the website hbbtv.org, www.hbbtv.org, there's a huge banner showing you the webinar, and this will direct you to the webinar sub-page with details on the conference program, on the speakers, on the venue, an excellent venue right at the Bosporus and 5-star luxury hotel, the Swiss hotel, the Bosporus. We've checked this out. It's the best location really for our session and for our conference, and the evening reception, of course, for the HbbTV Awards. HbbTV Awards, the jury is getting ready now to review the entries. There were nearly 30 entries this year, almost a record number of entries for the HbbTV Awards, and the nominees will now be selected, and then the jury will select the winners. This is all taking place in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And on the second day is, of course, again, the unconference with breakout sessions where you can focus on specific topics and challenges in smaller groups. And the first day, as usual, is the big conference with all the major topics and a special focus on, as I said already, addressable advertising solutions, the MENA region. And there you can see the bridge that symbolizes Istanbul, of course, bridging the European and the Asian parts. So we're also looking at emerging markets for HbbTV, for example, the MENA, Arab, and Asian countries. We have a lot of players there. So if you're looking for opportunities to connect with these companies from these markets and start partnerships, enter a dialogue, this is the perfect opportunity, obviously. So secure your tickets now, they're selling out quickly, and the registration page is on the symposium website. Just click on the main HbbTV site and you'll be redirected. And As usual, we have more webinars coming up even after the DRM webinar. So from about the beginning of next year, we'll start further webinars that are not just focused on the symposium and symposium topics. And please send us your ideas if you have ideas for webinars to the email address webinar@hbbtv.org, and we'll review those suggestions. And if you'd like to know more about what's going on in the HbbTV world, click on the LinkedIn page, and you can find that by looking for the HbbTV Association. Okay, I think Ralph is ready, gearing up for his presentation. We can see already the slides. Just turn them into presentation mode, and then be ready to go.
Yes. Yeah. So can you hear me and see me?
Yes, all perfect now.
I apologize. I have a crash with my laptop. So anyway, so thanks a lot. So thanks a lot. And we are going to expose what within Eutelsat we are doing to try to revolutionize the satellite free-to-air user experience, and also creating new added value services for our customer, which are the TV editors. So Eutelsat is a leading operator to distribute free-to-air TV over the European, MENA, and African market through three main satellite positions, which are Eutelsat Hotbird at 40° east, Eutelsat Nilesat at 7/8 west, and for the African market, Eutelsat 16° east. With this satellite position, we are distributing more than 1,000 free-to-air TV channels, reaching more than 100 million of households. And unfortunately, despite this abundance of free-to-air channels, the viewing experience was very poor, and because all the channels are installed in a very random order on the user device, and also the user could not benefit from program information. So what we decided within Eutelsat is to launch SatTV. So SatTV is a service in order to enhance the viewing experience of the free TV channels and expose better all the programs available over these free TV channels. So we have defined a specification and launched a service to manage service list for the user. So like this, they can select one of the SatTV service lists per their language or country, and they can benefit from automatic and installation and update, and also they benefit from a 7-day EPG. And many SatTV was focusing on targeting non-connected device, but with the rise of connected device, we decided to launch a SatTV Connect, and with SatTV Connect, we can open up new monetization opportunities. So as I explained, SatTV is mainly focused to provide service lists which are managed by Eutelsat with all the technical parameters. These service lists are available per satellite position, and they are categorized per language or per country. So in order to do this, so we have one big challenge was to deploy compatible end user devices. So first of all, mainly on Middle East and Africa market, it's natively a set-top box market. So what we decided is to make some partnership with chipset manufacturers to integrate the SatTV specification directly in their chipsets. And with this mechanism, we are able to install the services automatically in the set-top box and even propose an enriched EPG, even on very low-cost set-top box. We are talking about a few dollars set-top box. But also now, with the rise of smart TV on these markets, we have developed the SatTV Connect specification, which is relying on open standard with DVB-I to install service list and HbbTV to propose interactive services. So we have developed 4 service layers to enrich the free-to-air broadcasting on the SAT-TV Connect application for smart TV. So the first one is regarding how we can install service lists. So we are using DVBI in order to install automatically the service list on the TVs based on the DVBI specification and the capacity of DVBI to install service, to discover service on any type of network, and especially on broadcast satellite network. Secondly, we are providing an enriched EPG on all Connect television with HbbTV capacity. So we are providing a global EPG portal, so which is providing all information on the free-to-air channels per satellite position. And also we have this portal are available in 6 different languages. And for the TV editor who wants to start a first interactive service, we are proposing a branding channel. So it's based on the SAT-TV portal, but we are able to dedicate a specific EPG for this channel. Based on this, we are able now to offer also analytics to the TV editors. So it means that if we have this branded channel EPG, we can embark analytic agents, and we are able to track the viewer usage on their channels. So like this, it's enabling real-time TV usage data. And now we are trying to develop a new service layer, which is advertising. So it is based on fast channel referencing. And we are contemplating the capacity to provide also programmatic advertising with ad insertion or L-band or O banners. So as Vestel explained, so we did a strong partnership with Vestel TV manufacturer in order to be able to use the capacity of their native DVBI client in order to install the SAT-TV service list based on DVBI standard. So per satellite position, we are able to export all the SAT-TV service lists, and automatically the service lists are installed natively in the user or in the interface of the TV. And also we are providing all the metadata in TV anytime format to populate and feed the zapping banner or the native EPG of the TV set. For all over TV, DVBI or just HbbTV capable TV, we are providing 2 types of EPG. So we have what we call the global EPG portal, which is launched on the SAT-TV information channel broadcast on each satellite position. Based on this, the user can select his satellite position, his language, his favorite service list, and he could navigate within all the program information available on the free-to-air channels we are broadcasting and we are referencing. And also, he can zap directly from this portal to the channel using the HbbTV portal. And for the TV editor, which have no interactive TV services, for example, we are providing a first step to jump in the HbbTV by proposing a branded channel. So that's we need with the TV editor, is to be able to insert an IAT table in their signal. And based on this, we can provide a dedicated EPG channels. So we are proposing a green button with the logo of the channel. So for in this example, we are taking the NHK channel, which has no interactive services. So we propose them to develop and this type of branded EPG channel guide. So we have this green pop-up to open the interactive services. We are proposing on top of the live TV picture the now and next program, and also a quick link to a more complete EPG, which can be on 7 days. So all these HbbTV EPG are available on the Hotbird 13 degree for the European market and on the Eutelsat Nilesat 7/8 West for the Middle East market. These EPG are available in 6 languages: Arabic, English, Farsi, French, Italian, and Slav. And it's compliant with the majority of the IDTV based on and starting at HbbTV 1.5 version. Also, when you are launching this branded EPG, we are able to propose to the TV editor to embark an analytic agent. So like this, they can start to have some usage measurement information. And so by this way, they have a complete dashboard with all the metrics regarding the number of viewers, instant number of viewers, what the viewers are watching for on programs, the location. So a lot of information to start for this TV editor to collect first data information. And by this way, it's a first step in a data-driven strategy. And based on this, we are proposing also to start advertising to generate additional revenue. So we have two streams. The first one is to make some partnership with the FAST channels. So we have today two main partners, which are HbbTV and SoFast, which are broadcasting FAST channel on a satellite. And we are referencing this FAST channel within the SAT TV lineup and EPG. And the good thing is that this FAST channel are also relying on HbbTV to be able to get some usage measurement or to be able to make some ad insertion. And now we are also contemplating the capacity to propose some turnkey solution to also our TV editor partner to try to develop additional revenue based on L banner or O banner, or even on ad insertion. But now all this new advertising strategy is under evaluation, and I think that when we are going to participate to the next HbbTV Symposium in Turkey, it will be a pleasure to exchange with different participants in this webinar and to see with them how maybe they could help us to propose this type of new services to our TV editors partners.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ralph, for these insights from the satellite operator's perspective on how to use HbbTV for solutions, including, of course, monetization opportunities for market players like, for example, Video TV that we've just seen from the DACH market. So time for the questions. So I'd like to welcome everybody back to the stage. So please switch on your cameras and we'll go through these questions. Question to Tuna from TVekstra is the first one. 7 broadcasters in Turkey over DTH would distribute HbbTV service. So probably somebody would like to just have that confirmed by you that these 7 broadcasters are using HbbTV on satellite. Is that right? You need to switch on your mic. There you go.
Yeah, actually, since I'm not one of the technical department guy, I may sometimes give wrong answers. But first answer to the first question is yes. And also, I see another question about the auto content recognition.
Yeah.
At where is ACR performed? On the user's TV or some sort of the size of your company? No, actually on the screen itself, on the user's TV itself. So I mean, it's all stays on the live TV session. We don't use another website or a platform, app platform. TV itself, TV screen itself.
Okay, excellent. Next question is to Cem. It's understandable to use various IDs to identify what to whom. So how do you satisfy privacy of the user at the same time?
This is same as in digital, as every single publisher that you are visiting and that are collecting IDs or cookies per consent is also same in TV. And as a global company, especially a European company, we are also it is obligatory for us to both in governing privacy and security. Therefore, TV is not a different screen rather than a mobile, neither a web. Thank you.
Okay, so you respect the European privacy regulation, and so that is safe and good to know. Regarding this question, Artemis has the last question. Is there any publicly available standard or specification for updating metadata using DSMCC?
Well, Jörn, I think this might be mostly answered by Ralph, I guess, on the broadcasting side.
Sure.
The question should be directed to him. I'm more aware on the metadata or on the data that is on the TV side. So I will let Ralph answer.
Ralph, you have the last word.
Okay, so thanks, I think, but yeah, so for SAT-TV, we are using a proprietary specification to broadcast the metadata using DSMCC, but we are working also with DVBI to propose a similar mechanism based on DSMCC. And with SES, we partner to propose a way to broadcast service list over the air, DVBI service list over the air, using DSMCC. And we just announced a common guideline of implementation. We did a meetup on the DVB booth to present this. And it's also, and we will share also this specification within the DVBI group of work. So yes, now we have some public and standards ways to broadcast metadata services, but maybe tomorrow also program metadata using this MCC.
Thank you, Ralph. So one last question has come in. I don't know if you can answer that, but it's for all of you. If you have an answer on that, what is the current HbbTV adoption status in the MENA region, government perspective? So is HbbTV anywhere in the MENA region mandated by law by the government? Because in some European countries, there is this sort of regulation that HbbTV has to be included in smart TVs. I think in Spain, for example. Is there something similar in MENA?
I think
Yes,
in my head, but I'm not the one maybe to answer that, because Atinç or Ralph have made already their inspections on the region. They may have a better explanation.
There is no mandation in the MENA region yet from the governments by law, or especially from the governments. There is no information released by that one. So we are closely following with all countries separately. If there is going to be a mandation, most probably all the industry will know very quickly.
Okay, yeah, well, if there's one, you should know, of course.
Maybe just an add up, I can tell you that sometimes in that region, in the MENA region, the HbbTV integration cannot be activated for us to use. I mean, it's in the device. I mean, it works, but the activation, if the activation is not on, you cannot reach to the device. Sometimes that happens. I mean, especially 1 or 2 countries, we have seen that impossibility.
Interesting topic. All of these topics are interesting, not just this one, but this reflects, of course, we've run out of time. So time for you to join the symposium in Istanbul for reaching out to the HbbTV community and the CTV industry on the 12th and 13th of November. I'd like to welcome you all there. So make sure you secure tickets. Check out the HbbTV website, hbbtv.org, to sign up and register for the symposium. These topics and more will be covered in Istanbul by the companies you see here and the speakers you see here. So thank you very much and have a good day. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.